So, good morning, everyone. My topic is all about task sheet. So, the task sheet is a set of instructions telling the trainee to perform a single task. So, when we say task sheet, it is a document that outlines the specific tasks or activities that need to be completed within a certain time. Yeah, mura siya ka ng track bitaw para kung unsay imuhang human ana nga adlaw. Pwede sad ka kanang murag malibog ug unsay dapat nimong humanon ana nga adlaw. And then, job sheet. A job sheet is a set of instructions for the performance of a job. A job is a combination of a task and or operations needed in to develop a product or performance of a service or a combination of both. So when we see job sheet, it is a document used in a various fields. So nag-include siya og manufacturing, construction, and service industries. When we say job sheet, it is a detailed information about a specific job or projects. Then we have a format of a task sheet. Number one, we have the task sheet number. The task sheet number shall follow the code of the last information sheet preceding the task sheet. So when we see task sheet number, it helps in tracking progress, maintaining records, and facilitating communication and regarding specific task. Mura siya ka nag-track siya kung unsa na imong progress para ma-maintain imong records para sad makaibaw ka kung ni-excel ba ka ani nga task or wala. Then we have the title. Title describes the task in a few words. The title starts with a verb that directly describes the task to be mastered. So for example is install an operating system. So ang title it provides clearly about the focus of the task, allowing users to quickly identify the context without needing to read through the entire text or entire sheet. Para siya ganang shortcut. Kumbaga, shortcut siya para di na kakaayo magbasa sa kanang unsay tibok sulod ana nga entire sheet. Then we have the performance objectives. Performance objectives are statements which identify the specific knowledge, skills, or attitude that learners should gain and display as a result of the learning activity. So when we say performance objectives, it helps or it guides the learners by stating the expected outcomes. Unsay mong gina-expect ana nga kanang task nga mong gibuhat. Also, it enables instructor to assess the performance accurately and ensuring that participants understand what they need to be accomplished. So they have three elements: condition, performance, and criterion. So first, we have the condition. Conditions are external factors, prerequisites, or other requirements for completing the action described in the performance objective. The conditions clause of a performance objective typically starts with the word given, as in the example below. Given a dirty occupied room, you should be able to access the room. So when we say condition, this specifies the circumstances under which the task is to be performed. It includes any equipments, tools, or resources that must be used, as well as the environment or the context for the task. So for example, a condition might specify that a task should be completed in a noisy environment with a specific equipment or within a certain time frame. So next, we have the performance, the observable behavior that a trainee will demonstrate. It must have an action verb that is observable and measurable. So example, given a dirty occupied room, you should be able to access the room standard. So when we say performance, these describe the specific behaviors or actions that need to be demonstrated to successfully complete the task. So it outlines what the individual should do, including any particular skills or techniques they should employ. So in the example, the performance elements might state that a person must complete a task without assistance or while following a specific set of procedures. Then the last one is the criterion, the accuracy level or standards of performance for the task to be performed. It typically refers to time or quality, tolerance levels, standards, measurements, quality standards, or manufacturers, and etc. So when we say criterion, this statement sets the standards for measuring the success of the performance. It defines how the performance will be assessed and what level of quality, accuracy, or proficiency is required to consider the task satisfactorily completed. So for example, a criterion might require that a task be completed within a certain time frame, achieving a specific accuracy rate or following the established safety standards. The next is the supplies or materials. These are necessary materials that will be equipment needed in the performance of the task. So understandable naman siguro kung unsa ning supplies or materials, di ba? Kay ang supplies or materials, unsay mga materials nga need para ma-perform nimo ning nga task. Then next is the steps or procedures. The step-by-step procedures for completing the task, including, if appropriate illustrations, drawings, or diagrams to clarify the procedures. The procedures should be detailed and easy to follow. This will allow trainers to practice the steps on their own with minimal assistance from you. So steps or procedures kani is nag-describe kung unsay mga aksyon nga pagahimuon para makasugod na ka sa imuhang task. Magsilbi mo ni imuhang guide or silbi assistance para ma-perform nimo ni nga task. The next is the assessment method. This is a list of methods used in evaluating the performance of the trainee on the particular task. So for example, is portfolio, demonstrations, or observation. So assessment methods describe, it will describe how will you assess the completed task. So for example, magamit ka og rubric, checklist, observation criteria, or etc. Then nag-include sad siya og specific matrix that will be used such as the quality, efficiency, and creativity. Next is we have the performance criteria checklist. This is the checklist that will give immediate feedback on the performance of a trainee as he practices the task or skills. Though, so performance criteria checklist, it is used to evaluate and ensure that the tasks are completed to a certain standard across the various parameters. Then the following should be included in the checklist. First, we have the work quality or workmanship. The criteria to be judged are the quality or the quality of work tasks performed following the set of standards such as the surface finish, tolerance, clearance, and others. So when we say workmanship, it is the final. Ano ni siya ang kanang final outcomes kung na-meet ba niya ang or exceeds ang final quality. Then next, we have the speed, the time allowed for a task of operation to finish. So, masabtan naman siguro ni di ba ang speed? Mo ni ang task is completed within the estimated time frame. Dapat, mahuman mo na siya ana nga time or ana nga adlaw. Then, proper use of tools, equipment, and materials. So, the standards, tools, and equipment needed in the performance of the task or operation. So, the proper use, unsay kanang unsaon paggamit sa mga tools or equipment. So, dapat tools and equipment are maintained and na-stored sad sila correctly. Then, next is the safety. The extent to which the examiner followed standard safety precautions during the exam. So safety, all safety protocols are followed. So for example, is the PPE, equipment, safety checks, or no accidents or near misses reported during the task. Then criteria, critical criteria. So critical criteria, the performance criteria that significantly determine the competence. So, when we say critical criteria, money ang key performance indicators specific to the task are defined and monitored. So, more siya ganang feedback from supervisors and first is incorporated into future improvements. So, this is the example of task sheet template. So, the I task sheet number, title, performance criteria, supplies or materials, equipment, steps or procedures, then assessment methods. And then performance criteria checklist, evaluation checklist for portfolio evaluation. So, nasabtan naman siguro akong report, no? So, that's be all. Thank you.